Hey, this is Anthony from RevZilla TV, where you can watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new Speed and Strength Top Dead Center leather jacket available at RevZilla.com. So a continuation of the very popular Top Dead Center from Speed and Strength. Part of that collection, helmets, gloves, there's a ton of product. There was a textile version before. This is now the lightweight leather version. And I like it because it's around that 1.2 mil grain cowhide, but it's gonna be light with localized perforation. 3-season warm weather, guys. No thermal anything in this bad boy. Spring, summer, fall, hardcore sport, 3 colors available. Blue, red, as well as a black. And the coolest part about this jacket, besides the fact that I'm gonna get a little bit more into the localized perf in a second, asymmetrical design. We don't see a lot of asymmetry in the moto world, and I like the fact that Speed and Strength a year ago said we're going to do an asymmetrical textile, and now we're going to do it in a lightweight leather that's going to breathe. Now, if we look at it, main leather construction on the outside, CE-rated armor, elbows as well as shoulders. There's also a CE-rated back protector, again, in this classic leather. And where it lives in the food chain, if you want something more technical, where this is a bit more casual, I'm going to call it sport cut, not race cut, you really step up into something like the Twist of Fate, which is going to be a bigger investment. This bad boy's around that $300 mark. And remember, if you want like the style but want to go textile, there's also the textile version of the Top Dead Center. Now, quick note on sizing. I have Euro Peter next to me, your sport bike beater today. That's a fact. 6 foot 195, 42-inch chest, wearing a size large in the Top Dead Center. No surprises here. Speed and Strength, you've done a good job. All of your sizes are consistent. And for an American market and a sport market, this is going to have a lot of the accoutrements to be upright, 3/4, or even the tuck riding position. Now, taking a step back from that, remember, we'll ship for free. Love to hear your gut reaction. Click here, subscribe to us at RevZilla TV. Moving back into the jacket, let's talk about localized perforation, because this is the first jacket I've seen localized perforation on that's not Dainese. What that means is the perforation scheme actually stops before the seam. So it's laser cut after the fact on the panel. It doesn't weaken the panel, because when you have perf that goes all the way to the seam, you have holes meeting a seam, additional holes. Again, they tend to make a jacket more prone to bursting versus something that's non-perforated. And I like what Speed and Strength's done here. They're leading with a little bit of tech. Bravo, McPhail and the boys. You guys have done a good job. Now, if we look at it, TPR accents, neoprene line collar. Again, no surprises here. Hand warmer pockets, or basic hand warmer pockets. You're going to have Velcro, and then you have this AR600 frame, which pulls it all together. And then, again, it adds a little bit of textile, a little bit of, I'm not going to call it stretch, but just flexibility in some of the areas that are less abrasion resistant. Turn your face away from me and don't ever look at me again. No, I'm just kidding. Now, if you move down the arm, you see the Top Dead Center logo here from Speed and Strength, which is pretty cool. Elasticated panel on the back of the elbow. I did talk about the CE-rated armor. If Peter lifts his arm, you're going to see the adjustment along the hip. Turn backwards for me. Again, staying with our asynchronous or our asymmetrical theme. Notice here on the back, the racing stripe that goes all the way down, covering the back protector, has that asymmetry to it as well. Light reflective piping that's not out of control, which I like. Better than a reflective tape, especially on a more sport-oriented jacket. And again, Speed and Strength logo across the top. Now, there is a zip inside as well as a jeans loop, so you can connect it to your pants. Come back around to the front for me. And if Peter unzips it, show the guts really quickly, you're going to see the breathability factor that's baked in here. And actually, I think I misspoke. There is no 360-degree zipper. It's just going to be jeans loops to hold it in place. Make sure I clarify that. So again, 3-season warm weather, one of the more casual sport leathers in the Speed and Strength line. This is the Top Dead Center. We like the design. I think you can tell. As always, the next step in your journey is to click right here, read other rider reviews of the Top Dead Center from Speed and Strength at RevZilla.com. Use my information as a starting point, but you don't have to take my word for it. As always, we ship for free, and if you want to talk to a gear geek, see us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown. I'm Anthony. Hi-yo!